Good morning, I'm Peter here at Range & Country Shooting Supplies, and we're making this video this morning to show you how to fill your PCP air rifle, both with a cylinder and with a pump. So first one, we will fill the Walther RM8 with a diving cylinder. So first off, we take the rifle and I'll lay it down there on the floor, and here's our cylinder. I've already fitted the fill probe. Now what I am going to do is put a little bit of silicone grease, just a minute amount, onto the O-rings of the fill probe, and that just stops them nicking as they're going into the aperture. So the fill valve on the RM8 is just there next to the gauge, so push that into the aperture, just make sure it's, there we go. It doesn't click, it just pushes in, and you think it's not gone in, but it has. So I'll just turn the cylinder around to you. Next thing, we make sure the bleed valve is done up tight, and then we can open the valve. Now we do this very slowly. Now this has got a slow fill restrictor in the cylinder, so it will take a bit to go up. There we go, and it jumps straight up to equalize the pressure in the gun. So if there's 150 bar in the gun, it will shoot straight up to 150, and then when it gets to 200, turn it off and then bleed it off. That's very important, because if you try and pull the probe out without bleeding it off, it will go with quite a pop. And there we go, all done. When you have put grease on there, it's always best to keep that in a zip seal bag to keep the dust off. Now we're going to show you how to fill with a pump, a stirrup pump, your PCP air rifle. Now this one here, we've got the Hills pump. We've chosen this one just to show how the Hills pump works. This has got the dry pack on it, which has got a desiccant inside, so it filters the moisture out as well as any dirt as it's coming into the pump. So again, we will, glasses on for this one, a little bit of silicone grease, not much at all, just on these O-rings, and then insert that into the fill port, just there. Doesn't click, it doesn't do it, it just pushes in. Then we're ready. Just check that the bleed valve is shut off at the bottom there, and we start pumping. We're looking for 200 bar maximum. Guns generally have a sweet spot, and it's not generally at 200 bars, so probably 180 to 130. So anything sort of over 180 probably be wasted. So nice, slow, steady, measured pumps. You can see the gauge rising. And that's it. Easy as that. This gun wasn't empty, it was just about full anyway, so that made it look a lot easier than it actually is. It's going to take a little bit more effort to get the pressure up, especially if you've gone down to sort of 100 bar, then it will take quite a few pumps, and it's quite a good workout. So we bleed the pump off at the back, and that's it. Remove the fill valve. Again, we would put that in a zip seal bag to keep dust off the grease, basically, because once you've put grease on there, it does become a bit of a dust attractant. And we put the cap back on to keep the dust out of there, and that's all done. Easy as that.